So in this video, I'd like to talk to you guys about Venn diagrams. So Venn diagram is a very important tool for CLAT, especially for logical reasoning, and it's a very effective, very time-saving tool. Knowing Venn diagrams can give you that edge which you may have over like other CLAT aspirants. So without any further delay, let's just jump into it. So what is Venn diagrams? Venn diagrams is basically used for categorization, right? So what do I mean by categorization? It just means when you divide or classify something according to one quality or the other, right? So say for instance, you have say I'm making a Venn diagram of people in the world, right? So say this is all the men, right? This is all the women, right? Right? And now this may be humans. Sorry, make this humans. Humans is other species. This men, women, or if you want to be a little more accurate, you can have something like this, right? So this may be transgenders, and this area, right, will be, I guess, I don't know, non-binary genders. Okay, this may be slightly controversial example, but let's just go ahead with it, right? Just clean it up a little so that you don't get confused. All right. So, how do you go about a Venn diagram, right? So, imagine this is a tray, right? So, this is a tray, and you put all the humans in this, all the human species in this tray, right? Then, from within this tray, you put all the men into this plate, right? And you put all the women into this plate. Now, right, people who are, say, transgenders, as in they have both male and female characteristics, they will go on both plates, right? So these people here are on both plates. What are these people here? These people who are neither men nor women nor transgenders. I mean, there's this new non-binary genders. You may want to look it up for CLAT GK. But yeah, so these are the non-binary people, but they are still humans, right? So this is how you read Venn diagrams. You start with the outermost layer, right? The outermost layer gives you an idea. So this is a human car table. So this table is only for humans. Then this plate is for men. This the second plate is for women. So now where both plates meet, you have transgenders, and who didn't get a plate is a non-binary genders, and who didn't get a table are all the other species, right? But here I can have another table for, say, horses. Horses, we only have male horses and female horses, right? Male, female, right? But this is empty. There is no one here. So typically it would be somewhere like this would be the actual table for horses. I mean, don't need all this space, but it's just difficult to draw. So but this is empty, and here it is non-empty, right? This is the difference. So this is how you use Venn diagrams, like for categorization, and it's super quick. It's super quick. Let us just quickly go to CLAT examples, and let us try to solve a couple of them using Venn diagrams. Right. So this is CLAT 2017. Okay, no parrots are black, all cows are black. Alright. So how do you go about it? Right. So you have to decide whether someone is black or not, right? So here I make a plate for black. Right. So this is the black plate. Right. Now where do I place all the cows? So the cows go here because all cows are black. Right. So all cows will go on this black plate. Are the parrots black? No. So the parrots are outside this plate. Right. Now let's see. No cows are parrots. Is this correct? Obviously no cows are parrots because parrots are outside this plate, right? Parrots do not come in this plate. This is the black plate. You get it? Wait, I come up with a better diagram. So let's make this cows, and I put this on black table, right? Now it'll be easier to understand. And this is parrots, which is outside the table. So are cows parrots? No, because parrots is not on the black table, and all cows are on the black table. So is this correct? Yes, this is correct because no cows are parrots. Okay, now let's check this. Some parrots are not cows. So actually, this is all parrots are not cows, right? This is all parrots. None of the parrots can be cows because all cows are on the black table and none of the parrots are on the black table. So all parrots are not cows. So this is technically this is correct because if all are not cows then some are also not cows, but this is a construction sentence question construction problem. But you get this option is wrong and this is a more appropriate option. Third, some cows are not parrots. Again, same problem. All cows are not parrots. So this again is a poor sentence construction. No conclusion can be drawn. This is incorrect because we have this is the right answer. So the right answer here is option A, right? So let's see the next one. Which alternative applies to the following statement or assumption? Choose the most appropriate options, right? So 1 second, let me just, yeah. So here, only ignorant people believe in witchcraft, right? So this is witchcraft, alright, and this is ignorant people. And this table is witchcraft. Although officially you draw it something like this, right? This will be ignorant, witchcraft. Oh, sorry. A more appropriate Venn diagram would be like this. This will be ignorant. This bigger plate within that, there will be a smaller plate called witchcraft. Right, this is witchcraft. This is all there is. So why am I drawing it like this? How did I know it? So first it says only ignorant people believe in witchcraft. So whoever believes in witchcraft has to be ignorant, right? But that does not mean all ignorant people believe in witchcraft. Okay, so that is why so both, I mean, this may not be technically correct, but this is more intuitive. This is technically correct, and if you use if you practice Venn diagrams, you will find this to be more comfortable to use. Alright, so we are just going to use this one because I find it more comfortable to use. Yeah, so here we have only ignorant people believe in witchcraft. So this is the ignorant wala plate, right? This is the ignorance plate. This plate is full of ignorant people, and we know that only ignorant people believe in witchcraft. So witchcraft will have to be a plate within the ignorant plate, right? Now either it could be the entire size of the ignorant plate or it could be smaller than the ignorant plate. Now if it is the entire size of the ignorant plate, it will be all ignorant people believe in witchcraft, which is not given, right? The only thing that's given is only ignorant people believe in witchcraft. So we have this. Now let's see how much faster our problem solving is. All people who believe in witchcraft are ignorant. You see, witchcraft, if you are on this witchcraft plate, you are by default on this ignorant plate. So this option is correct. This is our answer, right? Now let's just check the other options. No ignorant persons are those who do not believe in witchcraft. Again, like I said, here are people who are ignorant but do not believe in witchcraft, right? So this is not correct because no ignorant people are those who do not believe in witchcraft. I think this is grammatically incorrect, this sentence, but whatever. Some ignorant people are not those who believe in witchcraft. I am not sure what this sentence means actually. I think they are same. Some ignorant people are not those who believe in witchcraft. Okay, some people are not those who believe in witchcraft. Okay, this is also correct. This is also correct. But this is difficult to guess, right? Because we don't know whether all ignorant people believe in witchcraft or not. What we can say with surety is that all those who believe in witchcraft is ignorant, because we don't really know. I mean, we are assuming that the size of the plate is smaller because all is not given instead of only, but that's just an assumption. So I would not pick this option because this is clearly a better option. I mean, there's no leeway around here. Here you can technically argue over whether this is in option C. You can technically argue whether this is correct or not. So I'd not go with option C. I mean, if it were me, I'd mark option A. But yeah, this is an example of a poorly framed question, which is why you have two correct answers. But yeah, so this leaves it up to you. So the second question, there is no man that is not naturally good. All right. So let's make two plates. So we have naturally good. Okay. Now we have to make a plate for man. There is no man that is not naturally good. So we know that there is no man outside naturally good. But does that mean all naturally good people are men? Again, not given. Same issue here. So we know that this plate is within, like, every man is automatically naturally good. So man will obviously be under the naturally good plate. Alright. So some men are naturally good. Again, technically correct. Some men are not naturally good. Again, this is incorrect. And this all men are naturally good. This is the most appropriate answer, right? Okay, why is this incorrect? Because you can see the option B. Why is option B incorrect? Because one second. Yeah, because you can see that man does not fall outside naturally good plate. That is by definition. So this area, all this outside world, there is the men are not present here. Men are only present on the naturally good plate. So the outside world, there is no man. So this option is incorrect. And third, all men are naturally good. Again, that's pretty clear from a reading of this plate that's what we got. So this is the right answer. You see, if all men are naturally good, automatically some men are naturally good, which is why these are very poorly framed questions. But I guess that these are the kind of questions you have to deal with. Let's quickly move on. Some of the value books are seldom read. Okay, this is slightly interesting. Why am I saying it's interesting? Let's just find out. Because this will give us a slightly different Venn diagram. Some of the valuable books. Alright. This is books. Right. Now we have some of the books. Right. Okay, there's seldom read also, but I don't think they use often or seldom. I think it's again poorly framed question, but whatever. Let's just try to do it without this C. So here we have valuable books. So when you say some, it means less than all of it, right? Some is less than all of it. All is the entire plate and none is none of the plate, right? So here you have some. So some of the books are seldom read. So those books fall here, right? These books are read. So I'm basically ignoring the word seldom because you don't see anywhere it says often in the options. So that's just an extra term. If it was often, then you would have say another this category, then you may have another Venn diagram. Just get too complicated. Let's just hope we don't come across such a question, because that would require me to also sit down and figure it out before I can help you guys. Anyway, so yeah, some of the books are read, some valuable books are not read, and some of the reading, okay, this some of the reading may not be of valuable books. Again, this is just an assumption I'm making. If you come up with something like this, right, read valuable books, I think you can work this question out with this also, right? Some of the valuable books are not read. Again, this is evident. These are the valuable books which are not. This is a very poorly framed question. Because it says seldom read. Does that mean the rest of the book is often read or not read at all? Yeah, this is a very poorly framed question, but let's just check the option. All the valuable books are not read. Again, we know this is incorrect because some of the books are read by definition. Some of the valuable books are read. Again, this is just given in the question. I think we should just go with this option. All of the valuable books are read. Again, this is not given in the question. The only thing that's given in the question is that some. Basically, what you can surely say is that there is some portion of the valuable books which are read, right? Even if seldom read, but they are read. So this is the only option we'll go with. These are very poorly framed questions. Okay, this is not a Venn diagram question. Okay, let's do these questions. These questions are relatively easier to do, much less confusing. Some players are singer. Again, so we have this players. Now it says some, so we can't take all. We have to take only some of it. Okay, so here we have the singers. Now whether this portion of the circle is there or not is completely on your assumption, right? Because the question does not say whether other people other than players can be singers or not. So it's irrelevant basically. So don't fret or worry about this portion. Don't think you can't get Venn diagrams right or something. All you need is some of the players. So you have isolated some of the players from the plate and you have said that they are singers, right? Now we know all of the singers are tall, so that means all of them. So this is tall, right? All. So we have to take the entire plate. Now let's look at the conclusions. Some players are tall. Yeah, some players are singers, so some players are tall. All players are tall. Again, we cannot say that, right? Because what is possible is tall may be this or tall may be this, right? This could also mean tall, so that way all singers will be tall, but then all players will also be tall, but this is not given. What we know for sure is that some players are singers and all singers are tall, so it's a safe assumption that some players are tall. Yeah, this is the only thing that follows. Yeah, so the answer is A. Now let's look at the second question. Last question. Okay, some fruits are vegetables. Fruits. Some fruits are vegetables. Vegetables. I'll just again this portion, like I told you. Now, no vegetable is black. Okay. Oh, sorry. No fruit is black. Some, oh, I got it wrong, sorry. Some vegetables are fruits. Okay, I can quickly fix this. This will become fruits, right? Fruits. This is vegetables. So some of the vegetables, some are fruits. Same thing here. No fruit is black. So you see, if this plate is the fruit and nothing in this plate is black, so everything outside this plate can be black, right? Everything outside this plate can be black. It's a possibility. But this plate itself, nothing on this plate is black. Okay. Some fruits are vegetables. Okay, this is correct. This is correct. If some vegetables are fruit, what we do know is some fruits are vegetables. But we can't be sure whether all fruits are vegetables or not. But what we can be sure technically is that some fruits are definitely vegetables. Let's just check the other option. No vegetable is black. Again, we cannot say, because here are vegetables which are not fruit, right? Not fruit. And they are not on the fruit, on the plate full of fruits. So obviously they can be black, right? So everything outside that plate can be black. So these can also be black. So this does not follow. The only, wait. Oh, sorry. This is not how you. I messed up the answering portion. 1 second. Oh, answer 1 if only one conclusion follows. If conclusion 1 follows. Answer 2 if only conclusion 2 follows. Okay, yeah. So this was correct. Only conclusion 1 follows. We do not know about all players. And here, do we know no vegetable is black? We can say that that definitely does not follow. We know some fruits are vegetables. That also. Okay, see, now again a poorly framed question. Now here, if they, so technically if some say some cows are, if I say all cows are white, then I can say some cows are white, right? Both are correct. But then there's a major difference between saying all cows are white and some cows are white. So here they're saying some fruits are vegetables. Now that is correct, but does that mean that all fruits are vegetables? Because we don't know whether this portion exists. There is no information on this, right? There is no information. So we cannot say for sure whether only some fruits are vegetables or all fruits are vegetables, right? So if you go strictly, then neither follows. Then you go with answer 3. And if you want to rely only on linguistic, then you can go with answer 1. I would probably go with answer 3, because in these questions they have differentiated between all and some. So yeah, I'd probably go with answer 3. Again, these are examples of poorly framed question. So these questions come about because people lack technical understanding over logic. Like, even the people who frame the question papers, they lack technical understanding of logic, which makes it slightly problematic for CLAT aspirants also. But yeah, we have solved most of these questions. This is not solvable via Venn diagram. I think there's an easier way to solve it without Venn diagram. Um, Actually, you can try solving this with Venn diagram. Let's just try. Might as well. Alright. Says at least one octogenarian in the room. Okay. So let's. It says if it is false that there is at least one octogenarian in the room. So let's make it octogenarian's plate, and there is a room plate. Okay. Room plate. Now, what does it say? If it is false, there is at least one octogenarian in the room. Then which one of the following is probable? So if it is false, if it were true, then we would have to draw plates like this, right? And this will be the at least one octogenarian in the room. And if all octogenarians are in the room, then we would draw it as something like this, right? that both will have the same circle. And if, wait, the room may still be bigger than the octogenarian, so this will be room but not octogenarian. But that's the point. Sorry, this will be the room, this will be the octogenarian. Room. In case the room is bigger and have people other than the octogenarian. But here is saying it is false, there is at least one octogenarian. At least one means greater than equal to 1. So if there is something which is false, it means it is less than 1, right? So that means 0. So here it's saying the true portion is there is 0 octogenarian in the room. So our Venn diagram is something like, yeah, this is our Venn diagram. Okay, this is not a table, I'm just drawing it for clarity. Okay, so now let's see. No one is in the room. Again, we don't know. So here is everyone other than octogenarian. Now, whether they are in the room or not, we don't really know. Okay. All those who are in the room are octogenarian. No, this is incorrect because there is no octogenarian in the room. One person in the room is not octogenarian. This is correct, but then this is also correct. Some people in the room are not octogenarians. This is again a poorly framed question. This happens a lot in CLAT with questions related to syllogisms, that you find it to have multiple answers because they are like very poorly framed. It says it is false that there is at least one octogenarian. So it is false. So that means there is no octogenarian in the room. But we don't know whether. Oh, actually, sorry, this is the correct answer. No one in the room is an octogenarian. Yeah, this is the correct answer. Sorry, I just read it as no one is in the room. Yeah. All those in the room are octogenarian, definitely false. One person in the room is not octogenarian. Again, why are these two incorrect? I mean, because we don't know whether there are people in the room, right? We don't know whether there are people in the room. We don't know whether there are people who exist who are not octogenarian. So don't try to use real world logic to fill these charts. Just use the logic which is given in the problem. So maybe think of it as a different earth. Here every human being is an octogenarian. It's possible, right? So you don't use your preconceived ideas to make these Venn diagrams. Just think of it as a categorization exercise, that you make a plate, then you divide it in those plates so that it's easier for you to recollect and compare. So this is correct. No person in the room is octogenarian. Now here you don't know whether people exist who are not octogenarians. So you cannot say for sure with these two options. But this you can say for sure that no one in this room is octogenarian, because here is the octogenarian plate. If someone is on this plate, they are not in the room, right? And if someone is in the room, they are not on this plate. So again, this is the answer for this question. I hope Venn diagram is a little clearer to you now. If not, please let me know. I'll make probably a simpler video on this again. Thank you.